In a world awash in uncertainty,
Get off my back. I'm trying the best I can.
Wait, what?
Swamp Thing?
Yeah, I know Swamp Thing, but why did he not resurface?
Well, he hasn't been in movies for 20, 30 years now.
I'm pretty sure that means that they shift.
two brave heroes take on all things action.
Hi guys, welcome to another great edition of All Things Action Video Cast. I'm Dad, aka Aaron, and as always with me is
Brandon!
aka the Bear.
Yeah.
Since you need an also known as well now. So, dude, what you eating?
Some ramen noodles.
Some ramen noodles, because it's lunchtime on a Friday, and it's Arbor Day. So, of course, state employees and children are off, because that just makes total sense.
Actually, elementary is the only one off because of plan day.
Yeah, plan day. That's right. That's right.
Well, that's what they call it.
Dude, what did we just do?
We watched Infinity War!
Yeah, Avengers Infinity War. Guys, this is a spoiler-free zone, so you don't have to worry. But as you get ready for the movie, if you're going out tonight, if you've already been out, hopefully this is a nice little way to get you pumped up about the movie.
And if you have already seen it, it's like a recap for you.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We're probably gonna touch over the high points, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I need you to raise your right hand.
No, I don't.
You don't know which one's your right hand? You're
Well,
9 years old.
It's opposite from me.
No, it's the same. We're in line with each other. Raise your right hand. I, Raiden Xavier,
Raiden Xavier,
of sound mind
a sound mind,
and body,
and body,
do solemnly swear
that
that I will not spoil
I will not spoil
any of this movie.
any of the movie for any of you.
Oh, wow, you even finished it as well. Raise your hand.
Come on, man.
And if I do,
I
have to show
have to show.
my bare ass. No, I'm just joking. We wouldn't do that. Anyway, should we get started?
Yes.
All right, so Infinity War. It was a long movie, but it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Get a little ramen noodle up in your mouth.
Mhm.
You all right?
Yeah.
Need to go get a drink?
No, it's kind of coming down. Do you kind of see it coming down?
Yep, it's right up in that area. So, all right. We've gone off the rails already, and we're 3 minutes in. That's excellent. That's a new record rating. All right, guys. Infinity War. It was a very long but very good movie. It was everything that we expected and even more. I guess the old cliche, paradoxical quote of "expect the unexpected" would be probably the best way to describe this movie. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but surprisingly enough, they did a phenomenal job of tying in everything from the Hulk, the Marvel Hulk iteration, way back 10 years ago, all the way up to Black Panther. They did a fantastic job. They had everybody that has ever been in a Marvel movie in this Marvel movie, including Stan Lee. Of course, they aren't going to forget Stan. And
He was
no spoilers, jerk.
I forgot.
That's good. See, he's already forgot what Stan Lee was in the movie. It is definitely a Thanos origin story at heart. I can tell you Josh Brolin did a fantastic job of playing Thanos and really bringing out the emotion of doing motion capture within that particular character. Yeah, I thought for a big purple guy, who's about 3 foot taller than Drax, You know,
Yeah.
maybe even more. He definitely seemed like an actual person, an actual living creature. So yeah, it's fine. So you got to see the children of Thanos, right? So obviously, this would be actually the Black Order, if you read the comic books. And I thought it was very cool that they were able to bring in those characters, and it looked very, very clean and very cool to me, right? There wasn't anything that looked really kind of out of place. I don't know, man. What do you think?
I kind of like how they redid, like, from the old movies. I like that they have, like, redone all the characters from, like, well, they captured the book characters, but they put it into a movie, like, a movie that go well together.
Yeah, absolutely. So, kind of harking back to episode 8, that Raiden kind of talked a little bit about the Infinity Wars, and even when Kyle was here and we talked a little bit about Marvel and the Infinity War and all that stuff. It definitely does not completely follow the comic books, which, number one, they couldn't, because there are so many characters. They used Infinity War and Secret Wars and other big crossover comics to kind of bring everybody together. Obviously, they're still trying to work on bringing some people in character-wise, and who knows, hopefully in this next phase we'll get to see Marvel's version of the X-Men and not Sony's version, and maybe that'll change things as far as how the next Infinity War goes, or if they do Secret Wars like they've been talking about possibly doing, then we might get to see that kind of crossover. But yeah, it was. I mean, they still introduced new characters. They brought back old characters that. No, don't say anything. You don't want to. You don't want to say who they brought back, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I know. This is hard, right?
Yes.
You want to just spill the beans, right? But you can't. It's a spoiler-free zone, right? But again, go into this movie expecting the unexpected. That's all I can tell you, because what I thought would happen, and what this guy thought would happen, and what other people thought would happen is completely not even close, right? I mean, the scope of this movie is so big, and the ramifications of everything that happens is so grand that it needs to be seen on a big screen. So when we talked about, like, are we watching this in the theaters? Are we renting this? Are we giving it a pass? This one is definitely, like, as soon as you can go see it, because it's darn near opening day ready as anything we've ever seen before, right?
And today is Friday, the 27th, the day that movie came out.
Yeah.
So we were one of the first few people at that movie theater that went to see it.
Yeah, we woke up early, didn't we?
Yeah.
Relatively.
Relatively.
On a day off, we woke up and we were there by like 8:30, so we could watch a 9 o'clock movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you liked it.
Yeah. And also, my sister Samaya from not the one before, the one before the other video that we did.
Mm-hmm.
She's at school right now, and me and him had the day off, so that's why we're doing it on a Friday instead of a Sunday.
All right. Thank you very much, Raiden, for that informative backlog of why we're doing it.
Okay.
So, you going to finish your ramen?
Mm-hmm.
You have any other words to tell these fine folks before we let them go, so
No.
they can go watch the Infinity War movie?
Not really.
No?
No.
I think anybody who is a comic book fan is going to be pleasantly surprised. Anyone who's not a comic book fan, the good news is you. It would help if you've watched any of the other movies. It would help immensely if you've watched all of the other movies. But I am going to say this: you do not have to watch any of the other movies to enjoy this movie. It's one of those crazy movies where it has everything to do with the movies before it, and it has nothing to be lost by not having seen those movies, if that makes any sense. So
Kind of does.
it kind of picks up where everything left off, but at the same time, it's starting the next phase of Marvel, and it's starting the next phase of this universe. And so I think it's going to be great for anybody who has or has not seen these movies before, or has not read the comics before. A word of caution for anyone with very little children. Again, very long movie, and there's mild cussing and some crude humor in it. If your kids are like my kids, they hear sailor talk quite often, so it's really not that big of a deal. But it may come off a little crass in a certain couple of places in the movie, especially if you're not into that. I will tell you that there is a lot of violence in the movie, so please be aware that if you don't like your kids to watch violence and violent things, this may be one to stay away from, and maybe mom and dad go and see it instead of everybody in the family. But besides that, awesome movie. I can't say enough. I'm looking forward to when we take the wife and the daughter to the movie as well and get to watch it for a second time. Are you excited about that? You don't know?
I'm fine with that.
You're fine with watching it again? Yeah?
I like watching it on the big theaters.
Yeah.
I mean, big screens.
Yeah, big screens are always great, especially when it's a big epic movie like this, right? Mm-hmm. Well, Raiden's almost through his bowl of ramen noodles, so with that, it took us about as much time for him to get through a bowl of ramen noodles and talk about this, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully, like I said, I don't think we said anything that could have spoiled anything of the movie, but hopefully it's going to get you a little bit more excited about going and watching this movie. Until next time, Raiden, are you going to do the outro or should I?
You can.
All right. For All Things Action Video Cast, I am Dad, a.k.a. Aaron, and with me is...
Bill, a.k.a. Raiden. We did that with Samaya. I did that with Samaya.
You did it better than I just did, didn't you? That's all right. So, guys, have a great weekend and a great week. I think we're going to put this out today just so you have it for the weekend, and we'll skip Tuesday's episode. So we'll see you in about another week and a quarter. Bye, guys. Have a great day.